we have a bit of a roster move, and not necessarily regarding the San Francisco 49ers, but more so in the nature of a player who was on the team last year who is officially moving on. And that player was defensive end Randy Gregory, who has signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to a 1-year deal. Now, Randy didn't even play the entire season for the 49ers last year. He started that year on the Denver Broncos, and the 49ers were able to execute a trade that allowed the 49ers to get him at relatively no cost. If you guys remember, the 49ers got Randy Gregory and a 2024 seventh round pick from the Broncos in exchange for a 2024 sixth round pick. And when you look at where the 49ers are drafting at the very end of the draft, and you look at where the Broncos are drafting closer to the front of the draft, it was only a handful of pick swaps, really, when it's all said and done. And again, one of the biggest things about this deal was the 49ers didn't have to pay Randy Gregory nearly anything. They paid him basically league minimum, as the Broncos ate his entire contract, which was a big contract. So it was really a win-win move for the 49ers, and they got some production out of him, and he turned out to be a pretty decent role player. Definitely didn't uh, enter the mix as a solidified starter. That's why the 49ers not only traded for him, but they went out and traded for Chase Young as well, both players who are now officially off the 49ers roster and will not be returning next season. When you look at what Randy Gregory did with the San Francisco 49ers, playing his first game in Cleveland after the trade, actually had a sack and 2 quarterback hits and 3 total pressures in his very first game with the 49ers. He played pretty much in every single game that he did for the 49ers that season. Once getting in the mix in week 6, 334 total snaps, according to PFF. He had 3 total sacks, 18 total quarterback pressures with 5 hits, and logged 10 official hurries. So, you know, you add in the 10 tackles, he was okay. I think for what you traded for him and the return that you got from Randy Gregory, that was good. It was a good move, good trade. And also, too, I think something to think about with this is, because he did sign elsewhere with the Tampa Bay Bucks, the 49ers might get a comp pick back. So even though it was that just a couple pick swap, essentially, they could get a 2025 draft pick for him, even if it's a 7th. That's a net positive. So I would say the 49ers, even though he goes elsewhere, they come out a winner in this move. Like I said, he produced a decent amount. I mean, he had a pressure and a tackle in the Super Bowl. He had some impact, in the playoffs. So I wouldn't say it was a bad move at all. I would actually say this was a good one. Even though he didn't produce crazy numbers, that's not really what he was brought in to do. He was brought in as purely depth, and he filled that role pretty well. I mean, the former second round draft pick with the Dallas Cowboys in 2015 still offers great length, considering he's 6'5", 242 pounds, and still moves pretty well. Still like he has some ball in him. But it just won't be played with the San Francisco 49ers. It will be with the Bucks. So, hey, 49ers got some use out of him. He filled a role, filled a need. He moves on. 49ers probably going to get a comp pick in 2025 for him. That will make the ultimate trade a net positive for the 49ers, meaning they're going to get more out of this than the Broncos did. Which I would say, when you look at this from a business perspective of football, that's a win move. So I'm not terribly hurt that Randy Gregory didn't return with the San Francisco 49ers. They go out and get 2 pass rushers, Yetur Gross Matos, and on top of that, they get Leonard Floyd. So I'm not concerned. I think both the options that actually the 49ers got are better options than what Randy Gregory and Chase Young currently provided. So all things considered, not bad. Hey, I appreciate his time. He did what we needed him to do, and move on. And hey, if he throws a comp pick, we'll take it. But let me know what you guys think about his time with the 49ers. Did you want to see him come back, or did you kind of see the writing was on the wall that he likely wasn't going to return? But hey, does it make you feel better that we could get a 2025 comp pick for this move? Not bad. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.